Hey guys, this is David, Sick and Near Me Comics. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Got a little late here, kind of. All right, so I'm gonna do something a little different today. I got five books to show you guys. Five key comics. It's not. It could be a grail for someone. It could be. Um, I can say some of this. These are just like really major um, key issue comic books. Is pretty much all has to do with first appearances and just want to kind of see where we are. I mean, not what where we are, where they are, if it's a keeper or should be selling it. All right. The COVID kind of made all this book really impossible to purchase at the time, but it has come back down to a point where it's a little bit more of attainable, affordable in some people. As for me, I'm glad that I got this way before the COVID and the prices had gone up, but still, it has gone down drastically. And just wanted to do a video about if it's a hold or to sell. All right. So before we start, let me do with this 789 comics. Use your code use the code SNMC to get your 10% discount on all your order. As you can kind of see that they have multiple variants exclusive. So go check them out. Justice League Unlimited, C2E2, Absolute Martian Hunter issue number one. I mean, go check them out and use that once again. Use that code SNMC to get all your books. 10% discount on all your orders. Okay. All right. So now with that said, I just want to do something a little bit different. All right. So like I said, I want to actually go share you guys um, with the book that I'm looking at, and these are the five books. All right, the first one is New Mutant 98. Everybody knows about this first appearance of Deadpool. If you have been reading New Mutants in the 90s, trust me, it's not the same Deadpool that what we know now. But still, regards to that, I mean, let's take a look. New Mutant 98, the last one today, was sold for $995. By now, with pretty much about $20 shipping, 975 with free delivery, 945. Even though for Canada, it's free delivery, free shipping. What we got here on an auction for $736.75. So as you kind of can see that, oh well, the newsstand, here's a newsstand variant for 2300. um but and when it comes to the direct, which I showed you earlier, I mean, this book was average about, I don't know, during the COVID or during the whole hype of when Deadpool came. This book was averaging about 15 to $1,300. All right, on a direct. As for the newsstand, it's sold for 2,300, but this was average about 4 grand at one time. From my understanding, it was uh Jesus, Khan. It was what, 5 years ago when the COVID pandemic happened. Everybody was ordering, got free money. People were just buying things up. But yeah, is this a hold? Do you think that we have more legs, or have this has gone plateaued to a point where it could be a $9,000 book to a $700 book on an auction? So let me know what you guys think, what your thoughts are on the comments below. But let me just show you another book um, here, and another one is NYX number three. First appearance of Laura Kenny, later becomes X23. So let's take a look of that book there. So it's interesting. So NYX3, CGC 9.8. I'm just gonna go with CGC 9.8. All right, guys. So right now, two couple days ago on March 23rd, $1,059, $1,099. This is a reprint. All right, there is an auction for 1,000. This book was averaging at least about 1800 to probably 2000 at during the heat of the at the peak of the pandemic when the market was high. Here's a 999. So as you can see, it's kind of roughly around 1100 to $900 in a ballpark figure. Um, there you go, 999. It's assigned by the creator, Craig Kyle, and along with Casetta. Okay, signature series. All right. But just Blue Label, in fact, is just averaging about, we can say about, yeah. Well, there's one that back in January, 1324. So as you scroll down, you can kind of see that it is in the property around 900 to maybe $1,100, give and take, on this book. On So, what do you think? Do you think this is a hold? This is a buy. I mean, buy, sell. If you have it, do you buy it now, or if you sell it now, or hold it? I mean, what it is. For me, as for X23, I think there is some still a leg on this. So I will definitely hold. As for Mutant 98, definitely another hold for me. But on a rainy day, that would be one of those books that I would probably um, have to let go. But um, with that, and the third book here is this one plummeted so badly. Amazing Spider-Man 361, first appearance of Carnage. All right, not Cactus Classic Cassidy. Jesus, I can't speak today. So yeah, CGC 9.8. This is a newsstand. Let's see what this character is doing as in the market when it comes on the on eBay. All right, so amazing Spider-Man 361 CGC 9.8. It's pretty much all going to be 9.8. All right, so 399. Jesus, remember this book was averaging about 1500 to $1,600. And this is a newsstand edition, guys. All right, so definitely it has plummeted uh, drastically from, I mean, $400 on a best offer. Probably took it at a 350 or maybe 380. Who knows? But for seller was asking $400, got a best offer, or probably somebody just bought it because figured why not, right? Um, Here's one by signed by Mark Bagley on a direct edition for 380. Just because of signature with the newsstand, there's only like a $20 different, and this was on an auction. Ouch. Um, Here's another one, 318. Here's one that went on for signature series with Stan Lee signature. Just brings a lot of things. So I'm just gonna go by here, 399 once again. It's um, you know. So what do you think? Is this a hold, sell, or buy? If you don't have it, I would definitely say buy now. Um, Well, how's this one on an auction, on a direct for $241? So definitely, if I did have the funds and things, and I see this character, one of the major character when it comes to Spider-Man universe, I say definitely it's a buy now. But if you do have it, is it sell? Is it hold? For me, definitely another book that I would hold on to. Um, because I don't think Sony did justice when it comes to their live action movie and portraying Carnage. I mean, it's not it. I think that hurt it. That hurt the book a lot when they did the Venom part two, when there be no Carnage, there be no there will be Carnage or something like that. So it's it's interesting to see how some of the books are still kind of is in the thousands, but some of them were about 16, 15, 1800, especially on a newsstand 9.8, plummet all the way down to $399. Ouch. Definitely sometime the movie, if it's released, if it's a hit, great. If it bombs, it hurts the character a lot, and definitely we are seeing that along with this Carnage, uh, Amazing Spider-Man 361 for $399 on the newsstand. Jeez, I would have never thought they would hit that low, but it did. Next one, next book that I want to do is this one here, Avengers Annual Issue number 10, first appearance of Rogue. Um, yeah, Madeline Pryor, uh, appearance of Rogue. Yeah, first appearance of Rogue. Not the best cover, but it's an interesting cover. We're saying that it's probably in '81, so we're looking at probably about late copper age. But let's see, let's see what this book does, and let's see what it does here. It says right here, Avengers Annual number 10, right? Yeah, 10 CGC 9.8. There we go. So the one there with Claremont, $800, 9.8. Here we go. March 21st, last sold at $616. This book at the peak, at the peak, it was selling for about $1,800. Why do I know this? Because when I bought this book for 300 something dollars years back, and it came up to 1,800, I should have sold it. But unfortunately, I don't sell books as much. I like to hold on to them because it means something. But not many people are like that, and whatever. But let's go back. $616.29 with $10 on March 21st. All right. Here's another one here. $620. Buy it now. So it definitely he has averaging about 600. Yeah, about 620. 620. Here is a newsstand issue. If you don't know, a lot of people are saying during the early 80s, I can tell you that direct edition is far more less printed than the newsstand, because at the time newsstand was more printed. I would say probably about 10% of the I want to say 10%, probably 20% of it was direct and rest of it was on newsstand. So I don't know. Still, people like to collect on these. Educate yourself when it comes to newsstand and direct, how certain um, era on decades like 70, 60, 70, 80, 90s, and 2000, how it has kind of shifted to have more rarity on the newsstand instead of the direct. And definitely in 1981, I say about 20%, I think it was 20, if not 30% of it was newsstand. I mean, not newsstand. 20 to 30% was direct. So newsstand is a lot far more easier to get than the direct. But hey, collect the way you want. Here it is, $630. Best offer accepted, probably about 620. Once again, so we can kind of see that it has plummeted from. Here's one in February 16, $580. So averaging about $600, give and take. Um, for me, I said this is a hold for me. But if you are in a position of trying to get one, maybe this is a good time for probably think about how you want to attain this book, because X-Men is coming, Mutant is coming to the MCU, and see how they do it. All right. It all It's all in the hype. It's all spec play, but it's a great character. It's one of the main characters that is being portrayed that I grew up in during the 80s. Um, during the 80s and 90s when the X-Men 90s came out. Rogue, Jubilee, Wolverine, Cycle, all those characters was part of the main character, was one of the main protagonists in that animated series, and Rogue is definitely one of them. So 620 is not a cheap book, but still way better than what it was 4 5 years ago. But we'll see what happens. I think it has plateaued to average about $600. So for me, I would hold on to it until there's some announcement about the mutant or upcoming mutant. It's coming, but when? Just have to be patient and see, and I figure why not hold on to it. All right, last book here. This is nostalgia for me. Um, Amazing Spider-Man 525. I mean 252. Um, One of the very first appearance of the black suit. So this kind of predates the Secret War #8. This came out first. Secret. I don't want to get into why, but this is the very first. All right, that was printed. That was released in Spider-Man Black in a black suit. All right. Everybody can say something else, but if you guys want to talk about the date on a comic book, on a title, this is it. Amazing Spider-Man 252. Very first black suit in a comic, then became something else in Secret War because somehow it got delayed or something like that. All right, so let's take a look at the. Let's take a look, guys, at the Amazing Spider-Man. May. Oh, there we go. 9.8. Newsstand, 1300. This was this book was fetching at least about $2,300 during the peak of the pandemic, and it looked 2,000 and now 1,300 on the newsstand. Next one down on a direct, there's a 1,100 on a bid. Um, Here's a 1,500 or best offer. Um, so 11 30 43 on March 17 on an auction. There's one. Well, here's one that was signed by Mike Zack. I don't understand why it would be signed by Mike Zack. Is it there's nothing to do with Mike Zack here? Um, yeah, but yeah, that offer was taken for 1750 back in March 15th. Here's another one that 1609 point. I think with the custom label, so we can kind of see that it's averaging about, I would say about $1,300 with everything that has been sold here. I said from 1,100. How about we do this? How about we say from 1,100 to $1,300 to kind of make it more a round figure, right? Am I making any sense to you guys? I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah, average about 11 to $1,300 or maybe $1,400. It's a definitely a something that won't. It's a 4-digit comic book, over 1,000, especially on the newsstand. Um, I say this is definitely a keeper for me. Like I said, it's a nostalgia. It came out in '84, the first black and homage to Amazing Fantasy 15. Um, I think it was Amazing 15, right? Is it Amazing 15? Yeah, Amazing 15. I should be ashamed of myself. But yeah, I mean, look at it. Um, Instead of me telling you, I think it would be better that I show you guys what I look at when I do my videos and tell you what it's been sold for. I think this way is a lot better that you guys see, and yeah, that this book was $2,400 at one point at the peak of the pandemic. This book was 2,400. Now it's dropped to 1,100 to probably around $1,400 on a good day. Um, so amazing 252, definitely the keeper. Um, First black suit, Rogue, Avengers Annual 10, definitely a keeper. Wait until that announcement is made that Rogue, I don't know, uh, and Carnage, definitely underrated. Um, has plummeted real bad. That's one of the bad books. I mean, the price has dropped drastically. And why X still has a lot of legs, still have some room to grow because she only came out in that Fox, um, Laura Kenny, right? We want to see her grown up. We want to see her in MCU, and definitely Deadpool. Um, yeah, Deadpool And then if you ask me out of this five book, which one I would sell first, it's definitely this will be the first to go for me. Um, but everything else I would hold on to and kind of wait on and see if there's any announcement in the future for these characters. I hope you like this segment. I think this is what I'll go. It's taking a little bit longer because as you going back and forth with even. But I hope you like this. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are, and let me know out of these five books which one you will buy, which one you will sell if you have it, or which one you want to hold on to. But once again, let me just finish this up with 789 Comics. All right, go check them out. Great, great variants, exclusives, and titles and things like that. All right, use the code SNMC to get your 10% discount on all your orders. All right, I think that'll be it. Once again, let me know what you think about this video, the way I'm presenting the book and showing going on eBay and telling you and kind of showing you guys with what has been sold in the past 3 months. All right, but now with that said, until next time, guys, shoots.